What is up, everyone? Welcome to the first episode of Casual Old Gamer Weekly. This is going to be my weekly look at some of the biggest things happening in gacha and anime style games, and I learned something pretty quickly while putting this show together. There is absolutely no way I'm covering every banner, every event, and every update in every gacha game every single week. We would be here all day. So instead, I'm going to focus on a few of the bigger stories, give you my thoughts on them, and then finish with some quick hits from everything else worth keeping an eye on. And we picked a pretty good week to start. Persona is coming to NIKKE. Genshin is finally opening Snezhnaya. Neverness to Everness has a major new update coming. Reverse 1999 is celebrating its 3rd anniversary. And Azur Lane just celebrated 8 years, so let's get into it. First up is Goddess of Victory, NIKKE, and this might be the story I'm most interested in this week. The new Persona collaboration, Persona on Frontline, begins after maintenance on August 13th. And they did something I really like with this collaboration. Instead of taking everybody from one Persona game, NIKKE is bringing in characters from across Persona 3 Reload, Persona 4 Golden, and Persona 5 Royal. From Persona 5 Royal, we are getting Makoto Niijima, Queen, as a limited character. Her recruitment begins with the collaboration on August 13th. Then on August 20th, Yukiko Amagi from Persona 4 Golden gets her own limited recruitment. Her banner runs through September 10th, and thankfully there's also something here for people who don't want to completely destroy their gem supply. Aegis from Persona 3 Reload is the free SR character. You can earn her through the Persona on Frontline event and the collaboration login campaign, so even if you decide to skip both limited banners, you can still walk away from the collaboration with one Persona character. There's also a new Saint Thief costume for Phantom. Because this is NIKKE, of course there's a costume. For me, Queen is going to be the dangerous one. I would like to tell you that I'm going to responsibly save my resources, but I also know myself. So we'll see what happens on August 13th. Next up, this is probably the biggest actual game update of the week. Genshin Impact version 7.0. Everwinter Without Mercy launches August 12th. And after years of hearing about Snezhnaya, the Tsaritsa, and the Fatui, we are finally heading into Snezhnaya itself. This is Teyvat's 7th nation, and the new region is built around this massive frozen landscape. Settlements are connected by trains, and we are finally going to see places like Snezhnagrad and the headquarters of the Fatui. The new arc in Quest deals with the massive blizzard affecting the region, along with Snezhnaya's growing energy crisis. And naturally, we have new characters. The new 5-star is Odette, a cryo sword character, and the new 4-star is Alyosha, an electro polearm character who fights alongside his dog, Tugarin. Alyosha can also be obtained for free by progressing through the new arc in Quest. The Traveler can finally resonate with Cryo as well, which feels like something we have been waiting forever to be able to do. But then there's the feature I wasn't expecting. Genshin now has a third-person shooter mode. Yes, guns. You get 3 different firearms, weapon attachments, and shooter-style combat encounters in Snezhnaya. Apparently somebody at Hoyoverse looked at Genshin Impact and thought, you know what, this needs a gun? Version 7.0 is far too big to properly cover here, so I will be doing more dedicated coverage separately, but if you play Genshin, August 12th is the big date. Neverness to Everness is also getting a pretty substantial update. Version 1.3, Rising from the Moonlit Fog, launches August 19th. We are getting a new story episode called Fogged in Game. There is a new location called Duskmoor, and there is a new Fogged in Anomaly to investigate. Then we have 2 new limited S-Class characters. First is Zenku, whose banner begins with version 1.3 on August 19th. Then Linko arrives in the second half of the update, beginning September 9th. Nanli and Hattori will also receive returning banners, but honestly, the banners aren't what caught my attention here. There's a bunch of summer content. We have new vehicles, beach activities, volleyball, water-based activities, new racing content, and even a new property called Still Meadow House. And that is what I want to see from NTE. The city and open world are a huge part of what makes the game interesting. So giving us more reasons to actually spend time in that world instead of just adding another character banner is exactly the direction I want them to take. Reverse 1999 is celebrating its 3rd anniversary with version 3.7 on another Sorrow launching August 13th. There is new main story content, anniversary events, and new character recruitment. The big new character is the 6-star Rhiannon. The update is also expanding the Euphoria system. Both Nautica and Regulus will have Euphoria upgrades available in this version, and Regulus is also receiving new photomancy for existing players that gives you some new reasons to revisit characters you may already have built. Azur Lane has now reached its 8th anniversary, which in the gacha world is honestly pretty impressive. The anniversary livestream aired on August 8th and revealed another round of new characters, events, anniversary celebrations, and naturally a lot of new skins. One of the newly revealed Eagle Union ships is the Fletcher-class destroyer John Rogers. And Bennington is getting the new live 2D Plus outfit Sunshine Chaser. There's a lot coming out of the anniversary, and I'm probably going to leave the complete breakdown for a separate video. Because let's be realistic, trying to discuss every new Azur Lane anniversary skin could turn Casual Old Gamer Weekly into Casual Old Gamer Monthly. Alright, those are the bigger stories. Let's finish things out with some quick hits. Arknights Endfield started the good morning from your Dawnstar chartered headhunting on August 9th. 6-star operator Leino is the featured raid-up character. The bedazzling Dawnstar login event also gives players 5 special headhunting permits, and you can test Leino through combat drills before deciding whether to pull, which is always good advice. Test before you pull advice that I will absolutely give you, and then probably ignore myself. Next, Wuthering Waves version 3.6, Lamplight and Mirage, Swords Resolve and Heart launches August 20th. So expect that one to get a lot more attention in next week's show. Star Sailors has an update arriving August 12th, featuring Remy the Rolling Pop swimsuit, along with the new SSR memory piece, Suikawari. Bring it. The update also starts Descent Raid Ranking Event Pre-Season 1 and includes balance improvements for Nina and Iris. Etheria Restart launches its new Sinister Charade Ori's banner on August 12th. Ori's is the featured limited SSR Animus, and the banner runs through September 2nd. Over in Punishing, Grey Raven, the current 70% rate up, includes Kamui, Eternian Nanami, Star Trail, and Wanshi Lucid Dreamer, running through August 20th. And if you're a fan of PGR's music, mark down August 22nd. The One Heart, One Hertz Global Online concert begins at 11 a.m. UTC. Then we have something that has taken a surprisingly long time. The original Arknights is finally getting an official PC version on August 13th. No emulator, an actual PC client, for a game that has been around this long. I'm kind of amazed it took until 2026. Epic 7's 8th anniversary celebration has also been extended by another week, with the event now continuing through August 13th. So if you have unfinished anniversary missions, you just got a little extra time. 2 more before we wrap things up. MONGIL Stardive is holding another developer lounge talk on August 12th at 10 a.m. UTC. I'll be watching that one because anything substantial revealed during the stream could easily become one of next week's featured stories. And finally, Stella Sora is adding main story chapter 8 Lingering Warmth beginning August 10th. There is also a chapter 8 login event with additional rewards including cerulean tickets and upgrade materials. So if you've been keeping up with Stella Sora's story, you have something new to work through this week. And that is going to do it for the first episode of Casual Old Gamer Weekly. For me, I think the 2 biggest stories this week are the Persona collaboration in NIKKE, and finally getting to explore Snezhnaya in Genshin. But I'm also really interested in Neverness to Everness version 1.3. I like seeing them add more things to actually do in the world instead of focusing entirely on new characters, but now I want to hear from you. What are you playing this week? Are you pulling for Queen or Yukiko and NIKKE? Are you jumping straight into Snezhnaya? Or was there another game this week that I should have talked about more? Let me know down in the comments, and let me know what you think of the new weekly format as well. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, subscribe to Casual Old Gamer, and come back next week for another roundup. Until then, stay lucky, spend responsibly, and I'll see you in the next one.